What's going on, guys? It's Tactical Trash Panda once again. I want to thank you all for joining in tonight. I know we have quite a few people in the chat, so I truly appreciate it. I do want to shout out our show sponsor, that is Newprint Custom Firearms. And if you didn't know, Newprint Custom Firearms is having a deal right now for packages up until midnight on the 31st. So if you would like to get a custom slide, this is the best time to get it. You see their prices over here and their options. Make sure to go check out Newprint Custom Firearms on Instagram and Facebook. You can always DM them on what you want. And the link to their website and Instagram is in the bio, in the description below. So with that being said, I want to take a moment to thank some of our viewers, some of the first ones that showed up. There you go, Savanity. Thank you for showing up, brother. Matthew, thank you for showing up. Let's see. Who else is in the house? Marconi Armory, always showing love. Prepper Book Club, thank you for coming in. We have Croak. Let's see who else we have. Brian says. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, brother. We have Xeon Zone. Bruce Johnson. We have Michael Ryan. Let's see. We have Zex in the house. We have Polish Man. One Love Design. Iron Sight Army. Thank you, everybody. We have 84 Sons of Liberty. Thank you for coming in, brother. We have J Dub in the tub. Mark Tucker. Brother, I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for joining in tonight. And we have Shogun Customs. Thank you, guys. All right. I know there's so much more of you. Hold on. Let me just go straight through it. Tech is in the house. The fat guy with a Glock. Thank you for coming in. Swamp Dog Armory. And so much more. I would love to shout all of you out, but we need to get to the show. So let me bring in my co-host, Angry Sarge.
Hey, guys. Happy birthday. Yay.
Happy birthday, Angry Sarge.
Thank you guys for coming out. I'm really excited for this show. I think we got a very interesting guest that I'm excited to talk to, at least on this space. We talk offline, but not in an open forum. So this will be fun.
Oh, yeah. I was very excited for this one. Probably the most excited I've been while doing Talking Trash with Panda.
Definitely.
The one and only. You know, you guys, most of you guys already know him. It's already in the title. The one and only. I call him the Godfather of builders, the man I respect most, our mentor, Marine Gun Builder.
Hey. What's up, guys? What's up, birthday boy?
I'm here. I don't know how I'm here, but I'm on the right side of the dirt, right?
Yeah. You know what the best part about this birthday bash is? You're the one giving away all the presents.
I know, right?
Right.
I get to go broke for once, right?
Yeah. And being a Christmas baby, I'm sure you've suffered from it your entire life.
Well, I mean, I wasn't that fortunate. We'll just say that.
Yeah. What's up, Panda?
How's it going, MGB? I am so happy to have you here on our live.
I'm
Welcome
happy
to
to
the
be
show.
here, man. I like that shirt you're rocking, dude. Let's see a good clip of it for everybody.
I appreciate it. Here you go, guys. Dear Santa, I can explain. Oh, man.
All right. What do we got? What do we got tonight? What's on the agenda?
We got trouble.
There's always trouble when trash pandas are involved and an angry guy. We got an angry angry Army veteran. We have an angry, happy Marine.
Happy,
Actually,
he is smiling. So I give him
Salty.
Sarge is a happy, angry.
yeah, salty.
Salty Marine.
Yeah.
There we go. I like that. I like
Look
that.
who we got in the house. 84 Sons of Liberty. Kachira, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Moose in the house. Quarantine Catholic, how are you, ma'am?
Yeah, we need to get her.
Customs up in here. Carbon Q, Sport Band 70, Xeon Zone, Easy D, EDP. All the OGs are up in here, man. Look at your show.
Man.
Look at this. Sport Brand. Larry Drake. All right, dude. We're rocking, man.
Yeah, we got a full setup. I mean, we got Night Custom Builds too. I saw him pop it.
That guy with the Glock just commented, "What's up, brother?" Tech
Kevin.
Money, of course, right?
So
it isn't a stream unless Tech Money is in the house.
The ghost,
right?
The ghost of PA Ralph.
Yeah. That is really him, but that's his surname. That's
just
pretty funny.
Underground. So
who else? Kevin Kirksey. Hey, it's good to see you. It's been a long time. So he's been out. He's in the service as well, but he's been gone. So he didn't really know what happened, really, because he was deployed. So,
well, we miss you, Mr. Kirksey. You're a mantle in the community. So come on over. PrepareYourTribe.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get him over, right?
So actually, my custom builds is in, and Aegis Gun Care. Brother, I am so happy that you're here because I got the package you sent me today in the mail when I got home from work. So I appreciate that, Aegis Gun Care. I can't wait to use that. Let's get to the show. MGB, you just mentioned Prepare Your Tribe.
Yeah.
Can you give us for the people that don't know who you are? Can you quickly explain who you are and then get into Prepare Your Tribe?
Well, you said I was the godfather of what? Godfather of building?
Of course, so the builders.
I mean, how did I get my start? Just randomly searching on the internet,
right?
And then all of a sudden, you were recommended, and I was like, okay, let me check this out.
I think most of the builders in the community have learned most of the information from your videos.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing, right? I mean, if you want to live a life, you want to live a life of freedom, right? Passing that on to the next generation, which I feel is the most important thing that we have that's been passed to us as patriots. You know, they're just not developing patriots in this generation. They're not developing people that love the country. They're developing the opposite, right? So it falls on our generation. We're responsible for this. That's how I look at it. And we've got to step up the plate, and we've got to educate a generation of builders and a new generation of Second Amendment lovers, a new generation of just freedom lovers, right? That people that respect and value the Constitution and understand its history, its principles, and how it's made America what it is. And so, you know, I think that's always been like really the premise of my entire life since I was a little kid growing up. You know, I only wanted to be in the Marine Corps. I wanted to serve this great cause of freedom. You know, obviously I've been blessed to be in a position where I can share skills that, you know, I mean, we had millions and millions of views on the channel on people building their own freedom and, you know, living that independent life, right? And, you know, one of the things that we have to understand is that they're always going to attack the Second Amendment. They're always going to strip you of your rights under this guaranteed freedom that you have, right? They're always going to strip rights from you. But the one thing they can never take away from you is knowledge. And so the better that we do at conveying knowledge to this generation, no matter what happens, because their fight is going to be a lot harder than ours has been in our generation, right? It's only getting worse. And so the more knowledge we can give them, and pass that on, the better hope freedom has, right, to continue. And so, look, I've been blessed to be able to do this for a number of years. We're going to continue to grind until the day I die on putting things together, information together to educate another generation.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, I'm with that. I mean, like, I know I'm a little bit older, but I can't tell you the rabbit hole that I dove in when you were like, oh, well, you need this and this. I swear to you, I bought everything that you recommended.
Yeah.
And it saved me on a lot of my builds.
Right.
So,
Well, when it comes to anything, right? So like, obviously people know me for that first time quality buzzword, but to me it's really just a way of life. Like if you're going to do something, try to put in your best work. There is no right or wrong way, and there's 1,000 ways to do different things, and especially in gun building, right? There's many different ways to do these things, but the reality is that as long as you put in your best effort, you're going to turn out a reliable and dependable firearm, no matter what your method is, right? It's all about that effort, that commitment to doing the absolute best you can with the tools that you have available.
Of course.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I've seen guys build theirs with nothing but a utility knife and a couple files and whatnot.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if it works and it functions,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's about
Yep.
ultimately. But if you do have that time and the right tools, it's amazing
oh yeah,
how these pieces run.
Right. I
always
mean,
say,
you'll never outfire them. I mean, my first Polymer 80 to this day, I mean, I don't know. I never sat there and counted rounds, but it has been heavily used. And it wasn't my best work. It was the first one I ever did, right? It wasn't my best work. Certainly as years went on, I perfected it to the point that it was, you couldn't tell that it didn't roll off a factory floor like that.
Right.
But my first one was not like that, and I never went back and corrected that one. And I always use that one. It's loose as a goose. I mean, she is just, she's just an old faithful. So you're right. There isn't a tie to. I mean, there's obviously correct ways you have to do things, right?
of course.
To get it to work, but there isn't a correct method. The method was really, to me, it's the mindset and the approach that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it the best that I can. And if I have that mindset from the beginning, then the results are going to follow.
Right. Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So what's going on with this new community you got? So the people that don't know can get an understanding of why they should go over there.
Just look at the world around you.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really need to sell you here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just go turn on the news. The world is bananas, right?
Yeah.
And then the reality is that people are not prepared for anything. 99.9% of the people aren't prepared for the world we live in currently. Never mind where it's pretty quickly, on a forced march to. So, it's really about getting educated, getting knowledge, understanding the world around you. We have a show every Sunday night Survival, 8 p.m. on the Marine Gun Builder channel. We're in season 1. We're about to hit episode 4 this weekend. It's 10 episodes a season. And you'll get an extremely, really great insight. I'm not just saying that because I do it, but I'm basically passing off an entire lifetime worth of this knowledge in this show into different categories to kind of walk people through not only the events, but the approach that you have to take and the things that you need to look at that would be on your blind side as an event, whether that be locally, temporary, or something more national and sustainable situation that we would find ourselves in. So it's really a mix of preparing your tribe, not just you, but preparing your entire family and your loved ones into this mindset. And again, it really, as I said earlier, just like with gun building, it's falling into, it's not just our freedoms on the Second Amendment, it's our freedoms across the board that are attacked nowadays. I mean, so you've got to put things in place to make sure that as time goes on that you're well prepared, because the world is crazy, and unfortunately that craziness is going to influence you and your family. It's going to come your way. As much as you try to push it out, it kind of creeps its way into your life, and then you got to be prepared for that. So You know, I mean, that's the premise of it. Obviously, we've got a great community. We've got people with lots of experience in lots of different areas, and they do write-ups as well. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just a fantastic place to be, as always. You know, look, the Marine Gun Builder community, we still have hope that it will come back, but right now, you know, the government feels that we're domestic extremists, so you know, we're not going to allow them to do all of the things that they have done, and data imaging and everything, and put everybody on these lists. You know, I have responsibility to 20,000 people that were part of that website, and you know, these people trusted me and do trust me as the gatekeeper, and to stand that fucking wall and not allow anybody into that wall that doesn't belong there. And so, you know, it's been a devastating year, obviously, because it was a lifetime, you know, of marching towards that purpose, then fulfilling that purpose over a couple of years. As you guys know, it was a very magical community built on a lot of brotherly and sisterly foundation, patriots serving patriots. I mean, it was one of a kind. But again, you know, we have to protect each other, and we have to stick together and unify. And when, you know, we have an overreaching government like we have right now, unfortunately, we got to take measures to thwart them off, you know?
Right. So the one thing that I've always liked about you, and when I first even came into the community, and I creeped around for a while, from day one, I was an automatic VIP. I paid up, and I was like, yeah, I want to see what's really going on with this, because I felt the value from your videos. But when I came into the community and just kind of creeped around, like there were so many people that were passing that knowledge that they learned and everything, that I was like, okay, I can, if they could do it, obviously I can do it. I'm not saying I'm different than anybody else, but you know, everybody's just telling their story, how they're just, you know, this or a normal person, never messed with a firearm or whatever. So it gave me the confidence to go ahead and push that button and get it done.
It's true. I mean, the community was, you know, so diverse in nature, you know, and people with all sorts of backgrounds. You know what it had? It had a great culture. You know, it had a culture of just that, people wanting to just help other people. And yeah, I mean, obviously, it's severely miss it every day, and I hope we come to a point that we can not be attacked. And you know, I had said this on another program, but the best thing that has ever happened to us in the 80% community is this stuff with Hunter Biden. And you know, now everybody's on board. Now they want to take action, and now they want to stop this aggression of them imaging data and all this other things. Right now, they want to stop all this stuff because it's him. But again, you know, like before it even came to the Marine Gun Builder community, it was I had this problem on the Facebook community. You know, they disabled the group, they imaged everybody's fucking data and then turned it back on. You have to understand that it used to be that they would just shut things down. They don't shut things down anymore. They want to let it run because they want to collect names, right? So they don't shut shit down anymore. They let, you know, they image it, they image everybody's data. And so they have it. So they have that in a database, right? And then they let it run and they just monitor it and they control it because they're allowed to, you know. But when it comes to a private website, and I see them on my website, they're not allowed to do that. You understand what I'm saying? You're getting locked out. I'm not fucking Facebook. I'm not Twitter. You know, I'm not Instagram. I'm not allowing you to image accounts. It's just not going to fucking happen to put on your little list because people are exercising their freedom. And I'll say this again. That's what this is. And this is what gun building has always been. It is Americans exercising a fundamental right. And, you know, if they don't want us to do it, they just had a whole fucking year and a half to stop it, and they didn't. So, you know, they've only reaffirmed the fact that you can do this, right? They've only reaffirmed it. Not that they even have the permission to affirm it or deny it anyway. That's another whole discussion. But if we were to just look at it and say, okay, you interpreted the Gun Control Act, you know, which was 60 years ago one way for a long time, and now you just reinterpreted it again here in 2022. So for the next 60 years, we should all be able to build guns uninterrupted, right? I mean, that's how my mind looks at it. But you know, look, there will come a day, I think, like I said, these other events are happening now. that is bringing it to the mainstream, because we would complain all the time about these things, but just the nature of the industry, they've done a great job marketing us as demons. People who build firearms,
pretty much
people.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they don't realize the type of diversity that we had. You've got people like
They
me.
don't. They don't. But and here's the thing, Sarge, is that I've always said that we have always been the proof against the lies that are told.
Yeah.
Okay, because we actually had data that proved it differently, that this is not what they say it is, which is a bunch of gangbangers trying to build guns and going around killing people, right? Like that's not what this is. And that's not who, the 99% of the people who build guns are about. Like that's not what that is, right? This has been around for a long time. What's changed is our society has become very ill. It's got nothing to do. We've been building guns for a long time, that's not what has changed. But again, these arguments don't even matter, because this is all about power, money, and influence, and that's all that matters. And vote.
Yeah, that's true.
Power, money, influence, lobbying, and votes. Nothing else.
Of course, I agree. I mean, that's why most of these politicians pick their outcome, is because they don't care about right or wrong. They just want to please the people that they're going to get the most votes from.
Right. And look, so Skulls is saying, we keep letting them take our rights. America will be home if it fees in the land of the slaves. Listen, I don't want to be Debbie Downer on your fucking birthday here, Sarge, but we're already there. I'm not, you have to really understand the corruption and how bad it has gotten. America's freedom has been stolen, and it's certainly not respected. I mean, you have an administration that believes that amendments are not absolute, not just the Second Amendment, the First Amendment as well. They don't believe that people should have the right to speak freely on topics that they don't want them to speak about. So, and again, these are the things we're seeing right now unfold in front of our very eyes. But there are things that, like, people here in the gun building industry, we have known for many years. Just nobody fucking listened. I've got stuff going back years on Facebook platform, of just egregious acts of censorship that were done by the government. It wasn't done by Facebook, and it's still not. People still think that today, but it's not. And so, we're already in that position, my friend. We're already there. And so the question is what are you doing about it? Okay, like, what are you going to do? And what you need to do, okay, you asked why early, but what you need to do is you need to prepare your own shit, because all that nonsense is going to come your way. It's coming your way. And so
regardless of how much you try to avoid it, you can't outrun
it's coming your way.
But I mean, it's apparent. I mean, look at how, what you've talked about many a time, how, law enforcement suffering, the military suffering, and all that stuff, because they're just, with everything that's going on and everybody that's at the top, they're the ones that are, pretty much draining us, and we don't want to do the job anymore. The good ones like us, we're on the fence. Like, do we want to get our retirement, or do we want to continue doing the job?
Well, our military is in a really bad place right now.
No, I mean, I experienced that going through the Wounded Warrior program. That was the absolute worst I've ever been treated in my whole 21 years in the Army.
Actually, that brings up a topic that I want, question that I wanted to ask you, MGB. Is, do you believe, has our current military grown too woke? If so, what does that mean for the future of our beloved country?
I mean, look, I think the entire country has gone too woke, right? So,
I feel the same
but
way.
the fact is that now that it's influenced the military, what is the future? Really, the question there is, what is our safety capability to defend our sovereignty?
Exactly.
And then I would even get into sovereignty and say, do we even have sovereignty now with the border stuff, right? Like, So, you know, there's a lot here, but I mean, let's break it down. Let's break some of this question down. So, woke, right? What does really woke mean? And in my opinion, people that are woke, what they're trying to tell you is that they're fucking smarter than you, right? They're more woke. They're more intelligent than you. You know, they're the smartest people in the room. And if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong fucking room. But every time you're in the room with these people, they like to impress you with how fucking woke they are, how intelligent and elite and above your way of thinking that they are. And so then they spew this into, you know, gets into policy and gets into corporate America, gets into schools, our education system, it gets into government, and then eventually it finds its way into the military, right? And it's toxic. It's toxic because, first of all, if we're starting from the premise that you're fucking smarter than me, it's really hard to have a different conversation with an elitist. If you've ever had a conversation with an elitist, it's actually difficult, even if you want to have a conversation. I'm not talking about somebody even with opposing views, but just having a fucking conversation with a know-it-all is really kind of difficult, right? Because you're not open-minded to other opinions, okay? But when we get to the military, well, let me step back. I mean, we already know sensibly woke doesn't work because everywhere it is, it fails, right? You bring it into corporate America, it gets fucking hammered. The companies, you know, Netflix, Walt Disney. I mean, there's just constant companies out there that try to employ woke policies, and it ends up they lose an enormous market share. They lose customers. Their businesses lose, you know, billions of dollars sometimes overnight over woke policies, right? And so they don't work in a capitalist environment. Woke does not work under capitalism. It just doesn't work. And so we know this, right? When we know that if we're gonna you know, put people in positions based on their wokeness, right? This is devastating to anything because it's not serving what you're supposed to be serving, which would be the customer. So that's kind of in the consumerism point, right? But when we start to get into the military, I mean, again, our military right now, right this minute, our military is the lowest recruitment it has been in 50 years, right? Since 1973, it is the lowest it's been. And they've already had a 24% reduction of people exiting the military. So not only are we not reaching our recruitment goals by 25%, but we have an additional 24% exiting the military because of, you know, vaccine policies and
confidence in leadership,
confidence
like
in
everything.
leadership, right? And, you know, and so you look at this and you say to yourself, okay, if our basic things can't get met, how do we stay a safe country? So you're saying like the future of our beloved country. I'm asking more of it from a question of a safe country, right? Like, because you have to understand, what is our current government focused on? It's focused on us, focused on punishing American people. Right? It's not focused on protecting us, right?
Not at all.
And so when you then
I'm not sure I understand.
You're not sure you understand. Let me tell you the theory. Let me tell you. Let me break it down for you. So let me just kind of talk about the military a little bit, and obviously, Sarge, you're right here too, right? So, the military training hadn't changed for a long time, right? So one of the reasons why I guess I'm going to say is woke doesn't work in the military, in my view. Okay, as somebody who's been in it, okay, is that the military is a unique place. It was unmolested for a long time. Okay, it was left alone to do its things, and what makes it work is unit cohesion, right? Like they do an outstanding job at cohesion, but that cohesion comes through really hard training, really high standards that has us all develop a unimaginable respect for each other. And we're also part of units that have been defending America for hundreds of years through the most brutal and bloody battles. And then when you become part of a unit and you understand its history, you become a steward of that and everybody who's died for that purpose. So the strength and the bond in unit cohesion, mixed with these standards are very, very important to have an effective unit within the military. When we start to dumb that down, okay, and we say we're not going to have the same standards, we're going to lower standards, okay, we're going to increasingly diminish standards so that we can be more equitable to other people. Well, all of a sudden we're saying that we're going to start to lose unit cohesion because the standards are dropping. I mean, I just had read not too long ago, I think the Army, their standard was 10 push-ups.
Now,
like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like we can't have that. Okay. We also have a military that we've never really done a good job taking care of veterans. I'll put that out there.
Yeah.
But right now we have a military where over 20% of the people in our military are applying for SNAP, for food stamps.
Yeah.
This is fucking egregious.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That they can't keep up with inflation. So you have 20% of them going to food stamps and applying for SNAP. Right. Like, so in other words, what I'm saying is that we're in a crisis situation where we can't even attract new people. Right. We've got a mass exodus, and that mass exodus is, by the way, is people that could re-up. They're just not re-upping anymore. We've already trained them. They're already skilled. They've already been trained on those highly professional positions. And they're saying, maybe I was going to do this for a career, but not anymore. I'm out. And they're hitting the road. Okay. And then we can't fill people in. But why can't we fill those positions? Because we don't have a patriotic country anymore. Nobody wants to fucking join the military anymore. Nobody does. Because number one, we always got paid dirt. Don't get me wrong. That's nothing new. Okay. But the reality is that we did it for honor, right? We did it for enormous causes of patriotism and to serve freedom. Yes, it had meaning. Okay. But that meaning is not there anymore. In the generation that they're recruiting, they're taught the opposite. They're taught to hate America as much as possible. Right. And that America is mean and an evil place and, all these things. And so they can't recruit people anymore as well. And then for the ones that you are recruiting, they can't even fucking eat. Based on what you're paying them. Right. So
exactly.
We're in a tough place. I think a lot of people also think about the military as it's all these 18-year-old kids and we don't really need to pay them. But a lot of people come in at 24, 25 that are already married, already have a family, and they're, it's time. Something has been tugging on their heart for a very long time that they've always wanted to serve, and they see themselves getting a little older and they're like, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there's an array of people that serve in the military. And certainly if you have a family and you can't afford to eat and feed your family, but you're serving our country.
Yeah, that's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer. And that comes back to accountability. That's a problem we have just in the military alone. Like, you talk about the standards, and I will tell you the standards. Standards are something for E6 and below, right? Once you hit E7 and on up and the officer corps, they don't hold themselves accountable for not following the standards, but they'll hold you to the fire for it.
Yeah.
And that's the toxic leadership that we were just discussing. And those are the people that are coming in after, dudes like me that, granted, I came in 2000, but I mean, I'm still part of that old. I wore BDUs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, I want them to be, obviously we all should want this. We should all want them to be a very healthy, vibrant, well-trained military. I mean, who wouldn't want that? We'd be nuts not to want that. So, but when we now make the military about wokeness and about equity, like when you start to bring these ideas into a place that doesn't have that problem. So I talked a little earlier about like unit cohesion and standards, and that was like the glue, the traditions that we became stewards of in those units. we never ever looked at things like race or sexual orientation or gender.
Not at all.
It was the furthest thing from our fucking mind, like because that wasn't the glue that kept us there. The glue was cohesion. All the other shit didn't matter. But now you start bringing in this stuff that's like, well, you know, yeah, you're all part of this unit, but you're white and you're black and you're Latino and you're Asian. And now you start to divide us within our own unit based on race or gender or sex or whatever. Now you're introducing a whole bunch of shit that there was never a problem to begin with, but you're making a fucking problem here. You know what I'm saying? You're literally coming in and causing division in a unit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you back when I was a young Joe, my fear was, who am I working with? Are you a shitbag or are you motivated? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to get the job done? Am I going to have to babysit you because mommy and daddy didn't take care of you enough? You know, those are the things I worried about as a young soldier. It wasn't, you know, anything to do with their race, creed, whatever religion. None of that stuff mattered because we went through hell together. You know, all the hard times is what made us who we were as a unit.
Respected each other. We all got through it together as one cohesive unit. Yeah, man. I mean, so I think the answer to, you know, those are some long-winded answers, but the real answers to the question here, in my opinion, what does it mean for the future of our beloved country, is it can't mean anything good.
No.
I don't know what it means, but it's certainly not in the right direction.
No, because the readiness is down. I mean, how do you expect us to maintain this nation if somebody were to come in? Because we still got troops everywhere still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we're all over the place except for home.
You know, I mean, like, prepare your tribe, man.
There you go.
Yep.
You know, you've got to start thinking about it on an individual family basis at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, just educating your kids. I got 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is so difficult to unfuck what the world is doing when they come home. You know what I mean?
Oh,
between school and TikTok and everything else, like, to unfuck the messages that are being sent is like, and the thing is that, like, when I look at parenting today, I think so many parents are just so stressed out, especially with an economy this bad. You know, they're working more than they've ever worked, and they're distracted more than they've ever been distracted. And so they rely heavily today on the government or school or, you know, activities to take up their kids' time, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can always argue whether that's correct or not, but that is really how America is structured at the current time, right?
Yeah. Current economy, most parents are just working 2 jobs or just trying to keep a roof over their kids' head and food in their belly.
Right. Right. And they're working their tail off, and you know, they're coming home and still doing work, you know, and they're working on the weekend from home, and they're taking phone calls, and you know, I mean, and in the meantime, though, what's happening is that their kids are getting messaged over and over and over again about wokeness, whatever that would be.
And starting in preschool.
Yeah. I mean, sad. And so as a parent, you know, we have to be more engaged. We have to somehow, like, untrain all these messages, you know, and it's not this, it has nothing to do with saying that, you know, certain things aren't good for humanity, okay, or that people shouldn't be who they want to be, because they should, and that is freedom, and that is America,
right?
But the idea that they should hate America or America hates those people, which is ingrained into their head, is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. And I don't know why we can't just say we want to respect all people, and we want to value all people for whoever they are, you know, and we base people based on their character, and that's it, and how they treat others. Why can't we just go that way, instead of what's actually being taught is everybody who's like this, everybody else hates, and they're fucking mean people, and everybody's bad. And actually, the only time you can't be bad is if you're this. You have to be this now. You know, I mean, you know, again, like if you have a child now that's like, you know, let's say, all right, so we talk about prepare your tribe, right? So basically what happens is like up until like 11 or 12 years old, your children only know your tribe, right? You've been their whole world, right? From the time they were a baby up until like they're 11 or 12, you've been their entire world. They've only known your tribe. And then as they start to turn that, you know, 12, 13, 14, they started to get in there. They now, for the first time, are starting to associate outside your tribe. They're developing friendships outside of your tribe. They want to go in, you know, different experiences outside your tribe with different experiences with other family tribes, so on and so forth, right? And so you have to understand that, like, so when they're getting to that age, you know, like when for us, you know, like when we grew up, it was, you know, I meet you, I was like, what's your name?
Yep.
And now when they meet somebody, they ask the person not what their name is, they ask them, what's your pronouns? You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, they're learning that even in normal conversation, when I meet somebody new outside of my tribe, the question isn't asking them their name, it's asking them what their pronouns are.
Yeah.
As learned social behavior.
Yeah, and that's
what I'm saying?
It's because we allowed it to be acceptable.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I hate to say that, but we did, because we're not involved in what's going on with our kids and stuff like that. I mean, I'm like you. I have to be there and make sure that I understand what my kids are going through, so that way I can correct whatever's being done to them, because I don't want them to be like that.
You find yourself in a position where it is like you're trying to. The problem is they back you against a wall.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to take a position without being labeled something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's done intentionally, okay? But there is right and wrong is wrong, okay? And so, like, you know, you meet somebody and they want to be called a pronoun. All right, whatever. Who the fuck cares? You know, good for you, right? But I can decide as a person whether I want to deal with you in the future or not, okay? But if you don't know that person and you just, you know, said ma'am or sir, and the person jumped down your fucking throat because they're not that, how the fuck are you supposed to know? Or I said, you know, she did this and it's fucking day. Call me. I mean, these things are preposterous for that. We're supposed to know all this stuff, you know? And, you know, like now they have trigender, right? Where you have where you can be you at any one moment a person can be, they can feel as a male, they can feel as a female, and they can feel as both man and woman all at this fucking same time. And at any moment of time, they can feel all three of those genders. And you have to know exactly which pronoun, if they're feeling like a woman, a man, or if they're feeling like a man and a woman at the same fucking time. And that may change moment to fucking moment to moment to breath. I mean, it's to the fucking point where it's like, you know, like how fucking dumb can we be? You know, like it's really a race to the fucking bottom. It's the race. And again, this is wokeness. These are the most intelligent fucking people in the room. Right? These are the fucking brightest people we have to offer. So yeah, man, I mean, it's difficult. And the fact is that's now in the military. So, I mean, I guess that was really the question is, and so how did that work? Because
you see it.
Here's the fucking ugly truth. Here's the ugly truth. The military is not for everybody. It's not. It's not about fucking equity. The military is for fucking killers. People that can kill other people. Okay? Not a lot of people are able to be trained to that point.
Yeah, I mean, right? even your paper pushers, your 42 alphas, they still have to train to be a soldier.
So,
you know?
well, in the Marine Corps, it's not like that. Every job is a rifleman, right? Regardless.
Well,
of
yeah, of course, you know, but the
yeah,
Army
you're
is
right.
still the same. You still
Yeah.
have to go through basic combat training. You
Yeah.
still have to learn how to be a soldier, even if you're gonna, you know, type up awards or you're gonna pay me, the warfighter, to go out and do our job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, real
And
quick though, I do want to say something. My buddy came in here. We actually served together, so
awesome.
I'm really happy to see him. Rogue Ranch. Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for serving with me, and hopefully we don't have to go through that again. I'm getting too old for that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, here's how it ends, though, Panda. Here's how it ends, bro. It ends like this. Because we want to play these fucking games, and like I just said a minute ago, people that are in the military, their job is when shit hits the fan and the moment of truth comes that they pull the fucking trigger and kill the enemy.
Yep.
That is just the fucking truth.
That's
And a
what
lot
it
of
is.
people are not in tune to that in the woke community. But that's at the end of the day what a soldier or a Marine or somebody that is defending your freedom has to do. But here's the end of the story. You introduce all this woke shit. You can already see the effects. Well, what happens if we are not free anymore? Because I'll tell you what will happen. The only reason you can be fucking woke and the only reason why you can demand that people call you 50 different fucking pronouns every other half a heartbeat is because you live in a free country. And the moment you fucking don't anymore, you can check any other fucking civilization on earth that does not live in a free country because we're the only one. Okay. They don't get this fucking privilege that you have. And so, you know, if we're going to start to disrespect and start to play these fucking games, tick-tock on the clock, you're not going to have this in the next generation to follow.
Definitely.
It just won't.
Yeah.
It won't be there.
Doesn't take very long. You know?
Right.
So my next question, back to Prepare Your Tribe, was Prepare Your Tribe is a well thought out place to talk about readiness and survival. In your own opinion, what's the number one mistake that most preppers make without knowing or realizing?
They buy the wrong shit. I mean, you know, they start to think about it, and you know, like, what do people do when you want to learn something new? What's the first thing you do? Probably go to fucking YouTube, right? Or Google it.
Buy the cheapest thing.
Yeah, you know, they go there and they start to do research, and you know, so they end up fucking, you know, watching somebody who tells them that they need all these fucking things, and so they go buy all those fucking things, and none of them is what the fuck they need. You know, I mean, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus here, but like one of the biggest fucking prepping channels this week, their video was the shelter you need for an apocalypse. You know, huge prepping channel, and it was a fucking $600 tent. Like, nobody fucking needs that in the apocalypse. Who the fuck's gonna live in a tent? Are you fucking stupid? Like, you know, there's shelter everywhere. We live in modern fucking world. There's, you know, commercial buildings, manufacturing buildings, warehousing buildings, office buildings that you can fucking malls, strip malls. There's fucking shelter everywhere. Why the fuck would you live in a tent during an apocalypse? You know, I mean,
really.
You know, and what about all your fucking preps? What are you going to take 6 months worth of fucking food and water with you and put it in a fucking tent with you? I mean, get the fuck out of here, right? But you know, so you know, there's this thing, this stigma, and I mean, obviously, you know, that you again, not to throw them out under the bus, but you know, the reality is they're trying to sell you fucking products, right? And you know, they sell a $600 tent fucking 2 weeks before Christmas, they're fucking happy, right? But the reality is, somebody that's watching that is coming into a preparedness mindset or wanting to get serious about preparing themselves and their family, and they look at this and they're like, wow, this person's got, you know, fucking million of subscribers and this video's got 300,000 views. It must be the right thing to do, right? And I know, and I checked it on Amazon and it's got 5-star rating. And okay, go buy a fucking tent. It's going to be absolutely useful. That $600 could have gone through, you know, to food or water for your family for 6 months, you know what I mean? Or hygiene products, or you know, medical preparedness, firearms preparedness. It could have gone through gas masks, right? I mean, it could have been so much more well spent in other places. So I think most people in the prepper like community learn over time when they hear like kind of like the information that I'm giving them. They're like, oh shit, I didn't think about it that way. You know, because most of the information that is out there is commercialized to sell you something. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean that story with the tent just made me think of the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
It was like, what are you gonna do if SHTF happens and you just living inside a little tent?
Yeah.
It's not protection, but
Yeah.
I hear you.
In the video, he was in the fucking middle of the fucking 3 feet of fucking snow. Like, in a like, if we say apocalypse, that's actually world ending, right? So,
Yeah, right.
then there's that too, right? Like,
Right.
a fucking tent isn't gonna fucking matter at that point, right? So, I don't know. I mean, I just think that's unfortunately preppers buy a whole bunch of stuff that they don't need to fucking buy or focus on.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
No, I mean, and that's a good preface to why getting the right information and going to the right place. Why not be a part of a place where there are experts that are coming into the community and giving those tips, because maybe they were survivalists, or maybe they, have unique skills where they had to use those kind of things. So being in your community is definitely a bonus for if you want knowledge, like that knowledge transfer. And if you have something, the cool part is you can share it. And there's no bias like, oh, I'm not going to listen to this guy because he just came here yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
like we always know on the Marine Gun Builder channel, never once have I ever done a paid promotion. Never once have I done even a review of a product. I've just never done that. Right. Education only. Period. Myself, I've been through the extreme cold weather survival school in the Marine Corps, but I'm here to tell you, I learned a lot of skills in there, but like in an urban, like the things that would affect us today, like in, possibly an EMP or an economic collapse or all that other stuff, those specific skills, like, even like, again, if you go on and you start typing in survival, you're going to get fucking people camping. This is not what we're talking about. When we're talking about SHTF, it's not fucking glamping and having a fucking, the best tent and the Coleman stove and all this other shit. We're talking about you need to prepare your tribe for 3 months at minimum, and you want to shoot for 6 months, complete independence off the grid, but being comfortable as well. And, again, a lot of the information out there is like this Bear Grylls wilderness survival. Again, I went through that school in the Marine Corps. Those skills are not going to be practical in this type of event. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not practical for it. It's great for entertainment. It's great to, even to have some of the basic skills, like fire starting is a huge one. You should definitely have those skills. Controlling fire is another one. You should definitely have those skills for. Hunting, fishing, and trapping, I'm all about having those skills for. Learning how to field dress an animal, very, very important. But the reality is that long before you get to that point, you already want to have months of this shit on hand that your family can live.
Exactly.
You don't want to be out there fucking in any capacity when shit hits the fan. You want to stay low, stay fucking quiet, stay out of the fucking way. Let all the fucking animals fucking kill each other and burn the fucking place down. You know what I'm saying?
It's helping you
smart.
Right. And it's helping you gather intel, because you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's going on, especially if it falls. And now you're not having TV or internet or anything. Now you got to use these things to figure it all out.
Right.
If you don't prepare your tribe, even your closest friends or family can turn on you.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So just think about what strangers would do. So guys, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, the banners below. You can find Prepare Your Tribe forum. We also have it in the description after the live is over. You could just click on the description and it'll lead you straight to prepareyourtribe.com forum.
Yeah, we got a great Sunday night video podcast, Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Fuck Sunday night football. It's not going to matter. Come watch the show. This week's episode is on Teotihuacan, so the end of the world as we know it is actually the topic. I know it's a week before Christmas. It's kind of tough too, but that's this week's topic that we'll be discussing on Sunday Night Survival.
Yep, the place to be.
Yep.
All right, what do we have left? I
so
think we have one more question.
Before you ask me a question, can you do me a favor? Can you bring up Iron Sight Army's comment?
This one.
So Iron Sight Army says, I was homeless for 18 months, the worst time of my life, but I learned some of the most valuable lessons of my life as well. Saw the absolute worst of people, and it really opened my eyes. Really, thank you for sharing that, Iron Sight Army. I am in, obviously you've lived it, but I have said many times in the lives and in the things that, we need to learn. If you really want to learn about preparing for events, the homeless population is who you actually learn it from. These people are able to survive under exactly what it could be like in the event, but they're just doing it now. Right? And within those communities, you find a lot of crime, but you also find a lot of good too, but you find a lot of crime. And unfortunately, they're the real survivors living it day to day. Like, they're the ones that can teach you actually how to do it, if shit were to hit the fan. Thank you for sharing that, Iron Sight Army.
That was nice. I appreciate that. But not yet. We're still growing.
Yeah. So, let's answer that question. Because not enough of you are out there telling.
That's true. That is true.
Right? It's hard on these platforms for people to grow and to get recognized, and the only way they can do it is to have great supporters who go out and put out the word. Like, look, you need to go watch this video, you need to go see this segment, or this is where you need to be, and you need to spread the word.
So the other thing too is, us as gun tubers, we have so many issues with trying to put our content out there without, we got to stay in those lines if we want to be on this platform and keep our videos circulating. So it's really, really hard to know what you're doing if you're starting out. Like me, thankfully, I have you as a very good mentor to try to keep me within those lines and get the basic understanding. But a lot of the new people coming out, they're just throwing out content, but they don't know when they're going to get a strike or if they're going to lose their channel because they don't know what's going on. So,
but we're about to change that, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put up MBK because he's absolutely correct as well. This is one of the truest statements out there. When you see a Instagram person that you follow and they have 5 to 100 to 1,000 followers, or they have 2,000 followers, understand that in the real world that would be 10 or 20,000. Okay, those are throttled down. Those accounts are all throttled down. So same thing with YouTube. When you see YouTubers with basically 1,000 subscribers, but they're putting out fucking fantastic content, it's because they've already been identified and throttled down. So in order for them to reach very high things, they need to do so much to get there. And, it's very, very difficult for them to get out. So understand that, these systems are intentionally throttling down people. And again, we're knowing this thanks to Elon putting out all this information, by the way, and disclosing to us exactly what we already knew. But now there's actual proof of it. It's amazing. But it is across all the platforms that are like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
I know. I've been hit on my Instagram. I've been contemplating on starting a backup page, and for a while now, just because shadow banning.
I I mean, look at what we've just seen in the last 3 weeks since Elon turned it off on fucking Twitter, and accounts are now conservative accounts are getting 300,000 more followers in a week.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not they've leveled the playing field there, right? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And shadow banning also just kills your
Motivation.
motivation to put out more content. And I feel like that's the psychological game they're trying to play with us at this point with
Yeah.
all the shadow banning, because they don't like the content that we're putting out. They don't want to hear our word, or show that, hey, there's other people in this world that think the same way you do. And when you get less and less views and likes, it hurts. It
Right.
does kill your motivation a little bit.
Right. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Imagine putting your heart and soul into something and, only to find out that there is Dr. Evil over you, not allowing it to reach anybody.
Right.
And you've poured your heart out to folks, So yeah, I mean, it is demotivating, and it's designed that way on purpose because they want you to give up. Because if you give up, then they don't even have to worry about you talking in the first place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, I mean, it's, but hopefully through all this over time starts to get done, undone. But it is also, I'm going to say this, it is also up to people who already have an established large following to pay it forward and pay it to the people that are coming up, right? You need to pay it down. So anybody who has been able to accumulate that following needs to take the smaller guys and girls under their wing that want to come up here and want to be a voice and have incredible information to share to put out those messages for those people.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
So, got one more question for you, MGB, before we get into tonight's giveaway.
Okay.
And that is, if you could only pick one piece of important advice to give our viewers today as a takeaway, what would it be?
Buy a gas mask.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
100%, because that's something that no one really thinks about having.
Yeah.
That's been like my number one message.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much food, water, firearms, medical equipment. I don't give a fuck what you have. If you can't breathe, you're dead. So, a gas mask is number one, right? I mean, that is the top item you need up front, and for lots of reasons. So, it's not just like nuclear war and radiation or chemical or biological warfare. But, just in a shit hit the fan scenario and everybody's fucking burning everything, you don't know what's getting in the air. You don't know what's fucking coming. Just everybody needs one. That's the main point.
That being said, I know a lot of people confuse gas mask with respirator systems and.
Yeah, so a big thing though is like, so all right, so yes. So let's back up here a second, because there's another important thing here, which is filters. So, like, if you go to the website, like my website, like I have some stuff on there, but just in general, everything really comes down to filters. Like, your 40 millimeter filter, kind of like NATO standard issue, right? You want to be, and the other thing that people don't realize is filters don't last too long, especially in a highly toxic environment. They need to be changed out. Like, sometimes they can only last 30 minutes, right? I mean, it really depends on the environment you're in. But the reality is the filter, I would argue, is more important than the mask itself. So make sure whatever you buy, okay, whatever headgear you buy, you can have easily accessible to filters. Think of it like in guns, right? Like, if you have a 9mm, you're pretty good, right? But if you start to go with a 357 SIG round, it can be kind of more difficult to source those in times of a crisis, right?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of that same mentality. I'm trying to make an analogy there, but it really comes down to making sure of the availability of filters and the quality of filters, obviously the cost of those filters, that are on the market. But
So
I'm sorry. I was also going to say
okay.
that along with a gas mask, depending on how or what you perceive is the biggest threat, it would be like a mirror suit, you know,
Mhm.
some type of coverall system to protect your skin in those environments. So,
Right.
you
So
know,
do you look for commonality? Like for me, I always think of commonality. If I'm going to have equipment, I want to know that if I'm out there and I'm looking for more because it's a bad situation, then I want it to work with whatever I'm using.
yeah. So, you know, look, like when it comes to that kind of environment, here's the truth: is that you need to move as fast as you can out of that
Yeah.
environment, right? And
Mhm.
you need to go as far away from that
Yeah.
environment as you possibly can. You don't. It's not a sustainable thing, you
Not at
know, like
all.
I don't know if you guys do this in the army, but we qualified every year in the gas chambers, right?
No.
Yeah, so we do that every year in the Marine Corps. We qualify in the gas chambers, okay?
Yeah.
And you know, like they make us do exercises in the fucking gas chambers and take our mask off, don and clear, all that
Yeah.
shit, you know, while the fucking room is fucking
Yeah.
you know, filled, right? So, you know, the thing though is that like if you're in an environment like that, like you need to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You know, so um yeah, the availability isn't going to be there after the event. The availability is what you have on hand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's not preparedness is about what happened, what you do before it happens,
Yeah.
right? Like if we learned anything from the pandemic, like if you looked at toilet paper and rounds, look at rounds, you know, and ammo during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People tried to become prepared after it was too late. And number one, they couldn't get it, or number two, they had to spend 3-4 times the amount on the same thing. Okay. That defeats the whole point of being prepared, right?
Right.
You don't want to wait until the moment comes. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you need to have it on hand. So you know, how much you should have on hand, I guess, is up for a debate or a discussion. But
Yeah.
you know, you definitely need to have several spare filters on hand.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep, I agree.
yeah,
I mean, it just like you said, one is none and two is one. That's
it's
the old
true.
adage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that don't just get it for yourself either, but
Whole
everybody
family,
in your family.
Yeah.
everybody, everybody in your family. And the good thing is, kids love fucking gas masks. They think it's the greatest thing in the fucking world. You know,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I'll tell you something funny. My kids obviously like you know, I got 3 boys, so like they'll have a war at Fortnite,
Mhm.
okay? And uh, they will play Fortnite, and so I can't play video games to save my fucking life, okay? But I'll play. They get pissed at me, okay? Because I'll play Fortnite and I don't know how to build, I don't know how to do all those fucking things, but I win consistently. And they're like, "You're not supposed to win more than 1 out of every 10 games," and I'll win like 8, okay? But I'm
Yeah.
not good, okay? I
Yeah.
honestly I can't build nothing, I can't do those structures, I can't do all the fancy
Yeah.
stuff they do. But what do? I go in, I stay at the edge, I stay out of the fucking way, I collect resources, I hide, and I wait until the very end until there's 2 people left. They stop fighting, and I'm the third one. Then I go in and I fight them.
Yeah.
And that's it. Other that, yeah, but that you know, but that's a survival. Like,
Yeah.
and so to them, they're like, "Oh yeah, you win, but you didn't have fucking 10 kills, Dad." Da, da, da. And it's like, I won.
That's all that matters.
Like it, you know what you think that, but again, like I'm trying to, as much as it sounds like I'm trying to unfuck what they're learning in a video game that it's all
Yeah.
about kills and this, that, and the other. Like you go into that environment in real life, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. It's not a game at that point. You're not going to
Right.
respawn or
But
wait for
in
the
their
next
mind,
lobby.
that's what they know. You say
Yeah.
it's not a game, but that's what they know.
Yeah.
That's what they know.
Yeah.
You drop in a hot zone and we fucking Rambo it, right?
No. I can tell you that's never been the case for me. Anytime I've done it in real time.
Yeah.
Never been the case.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Tech Buddy says I'm a camper. I am. I fucking hide in any bush and I just fucking wait.
Yeah.
You're terrible.
But you're not messing with
Terrible at
people.
video
You know what I'm
games. You gotta
saying?
be young and quick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, tactics.
Yeah. That's
But what
funny.
I was gonna say there, Sergeant, the reason why I brought it up is because, like, you know, when you're in those situations, that's kind of what Fortnite gets right. Actually, is when you kill people, you take all their resources.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're in that environment, if they have stuff, you're
That's
gonna
just
take that from them
exactly.
at that point.
So that's like Warzone. So I play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So Warzone's like that. You're just taking everybody's stuff after you kill them.
Yeah.
But me, I'm not even trying to get in a fight, even though I know what I'm doing. But it's a video game.
Right.
I've got kids that make me look like I'm old and I can't do anything. You know.
Yep.
So I get it.
Okay.
Should I answer that question? Yes, gas mask.
Yeah,
Gas
definitely.
mask. I will definitely go on the forum and look at the gas mask because I do not own any, and I need to get one.
Yep.
So, Sarge, was there anything that you had, any questions you had for MGB before we start the giveaway? I know we're past an hour.
Yeah, we're past an hour, so I'm afraid we might run out of time. So, I mean, we can always have you back, right? If we want you back.
Give it away now.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on,
See, look
There
at
you
that.
go.
He's always up. So we'll get you back on here. Maybe we can, you know, put some military perspective behind it, some of the training and stuff that we've done, and kind of, I guess, talk about the old days, maybe.
I would love to hear some stories.
I hate to say that because I'm really not that old, but you know, some people be like, "Man, you're old. You're a dinosaur because you spent all this time."
Well, what birthday is this? How old are you?
I'm 41.
Oh, I'm older than you, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I know that. Come on.
What do you mean you know that? Look at these beautiful
I
blue
know that.
eyes. They're young.
I see them.
Hey, listen, for your birthday, can I give this away?
Sure.
Anybody want a Gator Junior? You want a Gator Junior down there in those comments? Let me know. I'd love to give this away to somebody. Got a pocket knife, beautiful sheath to go with it. We'll give this to one of your viewers tonight.
That's a great piece of equipment to have.
So what do we want to do the hashtag? Are you okay with Angry Trash like the rest of them? Or do you want your own? Do you want a tribe one?
No,
let's do tribe.
It's all about you, man.
Oh, no, come on.
It's all about you.
We'll keep it hashtag Angry Trash.
Angry Trash. All right. Yeah. Cool.
We'll make it fun.
So Sarge, do you want to go over the rules for?
All right. So here's what's going to happen. We have several prizes. We've got a custom slide, and I'm going to tell you, I put some goodies in there too. Okay, you're not just going to get one item. We've got a custom slide that was done by New Print Custom Firearms. It has our logo on it, mine and Trash Panda's, and it's full custom. Cut up, it's cut for an RMR, so it's ready to rock and roll. All you got to do is throw it on your build once you put the parts in, and you're good to go. We have a kit from Aegis Gun Care, so we have a cleaning kit with a gun cleaning mat. We have a bag, an Aero Precision range bag with a bunch of goodies from SHOT Show from Thin Line Defense Co. What else we got? Oh, the patch. We got the patch set with the show coin and all that. My patches, Trash Panda's patch, his sticker, my stickers. So what's going to happen is, and you're doing one too, right, Panda? You're going to do one as well?
Yeah, we'll be doing one.
Okay, but it's going to be all together. We'll figure it out.
Wow,
so
what a stream to be in. It's like everybody.
I know.
Should I show them? Do you want me to show them what I'm gonna give away, or
I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, that's fine. You can show it, or you don't have to. It's up to you.
All right. Well, guys, I know it's getting cold outside, and you all want to drink something nice and warm. So here you go. I'll order you a brand new one of these, so you can have the logo while you're drinking your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, or
hot chocolate.
whiskey, whatever you
Yeah,
want to drink.
whatever it is that you like in coffee cups. But so here's what's going to happen. We have some names of some ammo manufacturers that we're going to use. You're going to pick your prize. If you win, you tell us which box you want, whether it's, I think we have a list, right? So we have, oh, there we go. We have Federal, Liberty, Remington, Spear, Tula, or Winchester. So you pick the box. And what's going to happen is it's going to ship. I know what's in those boxes. They're already pre-labeled and ready. And it's going to be like Christmas. So when you get your package, you open it up and then you find out what you got. So it'll be a little fun little way to have a celebration for Christmas. Something free, something mysterious. So, but that's it. That's what we're going to do. So we'll let you guys pick, and we're going to keep it simple. Hashtag Angry Trash. I don't care how you spell it. I don't think. Let me check with mine.
Yeah, I don't think capital or lowercase matters with that. Just make sure you put that hashtag in front of it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's good to go. Yeah, it's scrolling across the bottom too.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to win, definitely put that in. You don't know what you're going to get, so that's the fun part of it.
I like to say the Angry Trash. It kind of
stands out, right?
It does stand out, but you got Angry Sarge, you got Trash Panda,
Angry Panda.
Angry Panda. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Elf.
Yes.
Oh
my gosh.
Where Buddy stumbles upon a raccoon. He's like, "You want a hug?"
Yeah. So on that, we're gonna give them, I'd say what? It's 16. We're at an hour 16. Let's give them about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Or 5. Great. No, we'll give them 5. We'll give them 2. Well, it'd be 22. So yeah, that's fine. We'll give them 5 minutes. Everybody get it in. We'll sit here and we'll kind of BS for a little bit until we get that, and then we'll make the draw.
Sounds good. So at 1 hour 20.
22. 1 hour 22 minutes. Yep.
Sounds good. So
you're an angry little elf. Yes. See, he knows.
Who wrote that? There you
go. So let me ask you this. As far as what you see for the future of Prepare Your Tribe, is there any other projects you're kind of wanting to look at, maybe explore?
I think he's beating around the bush. Yeah.
No, not all the way.
Yeah. So look, I'll just tell you guys, in 2023, we're going to be changing the entire approach to the build community and what we have been doing. But there's going to be an enormous surprise switch coming to everybody, that a lot of people in this community and have been working on in the background, trying to get united, coordinated, collaborative, whatever you want to call it, towards pushing us forward. Because let's face it, we've been pushed very far back on multiple different levels. And so, there's a lot of us that refuse to do that are committed to providing this education to every patriot in America. And so, we've got a huge announcement coming after the first of the year.
That's exciting.
I really can't say a whole lot about it, but it is going to be, in my opinion, one of the greatest things that we could ever do as a community of people, in my opinion. So I'm very, very excited for it. Obviously, I've been working day and night on the background on that and other things. But there are so many people who have come to the table to offer their expertise. And it's just been fantastic to even see that, how many people want to be involved on it. Right. And, it's been great. I mean, it's been fantastic. You guys know that. I mean,
oh yeah. No, I just wanted to see where you go with it. So
yeah,
you called it like you saw it too.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about it because we're just
I get it.
We're not at that point yet. But
I
guys, stay tuned for what's going to come out.
That's what I want. I want people to get excited and be like, "What is he talking about? I got to see this."
Yeah.
So let's see what's really going on.
You guys are going to be totally excited as soon as you hear it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, besides that, like, I think hopefully with everything that we're doing, especially when I start coming out with my content and pushing that purpose, that training, that mindset, and all that stuff, that coming up this next year, that everything can kind of like encompass that, and so we'll see where that goes too. That's what I'm really excited about, is to see where this channel is going to go and see exactly what's going on with that project you got.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody. I really am. I'm excited for everyone in this community, both the people that are putting out content and all of the people in the community that just love to build firearms. I mean, I'm excited for them. So, for sure. I think that, one of the, like, when you start to look at preparedness, like just the gun building community alone, we as people, we take it into our own hands. We could easily just go buy a firearm, but we don't. We already have that independence mindset. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't want people controlling us. We want to be in control of ourselves and our family, and we want to be left alone, and we want to accumulate. We'll put the time in. I mean, how many of you are here? Oh, look at all these people here on a Friday night. They're here to learn something because they're taking ownership of their own independence and their own family. And gun building has always been about that, right? It's been about your immense freedom, your immense collecting of knowledge. And it's just it's been a great carryover as well too. So
I look at it this way: the best way to really know your firearm in and out is by building your own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm not even a gunsmith, but everything I needed to know about that firearm, how to fix it, all the mistakes that can go wrong with parts, I've learned through that process.
Right.
Or from somebody else that had that problem and then watched it, how they fixed it.
Yeah. And in 2023, we're going to take this education to a whole new level.
Yeah.
A whole new level.
That's the exciting part.
Whatever. You think you know guns now? Just wait.
Yep. No, I agree. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so we're at an hour 22, about to be an hour 23. So we'll go ahead and get this party started, because this is what you guys came for, right? You didn't come to hang out and listen to all this trash talk or whatever we're doing, right? You came here for the wins. I'm kidding. I know you like me, maybe sometimes. But that guy over there with the beard, that thing's like, I need to grow that underneath, right? Just have it popping out.
Well, this looks good on him. He's got his black hair, his eyebrow. You know me, I'm bald. I can grow, brown hair on the side. I got blonde eyebrows, and then my beard comes in fucking red. It's so weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a mixed tone in here. I got a lot of grays coming out too. So,
I got those too. Come on.
But I'm about to go get a haircut this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's make these people happy. Let's give them some cool stuff. So, all right, let's get our stuff up. All right, here we go. First one. You got to be here. So if you're not here, we're gonna spin it again. Sorry.
What is it? What is it for?
They get to pick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they get to pick all these up here. They pick one box.
Nice.
Right here in the banner is all the names you can pick from.
Good luck.
Here we go. Up.
Michael Ryan.
Hey,
congratulations.
All right.
Oh, I didn't see him in chat. Awesome job.
Yeah,
Mike.
he was here.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, tell us which box you want. It's on the screen right now. so we can write that down.
We'll put it up.
Where's he at?
He's there. I saw him chat. I'm just waiting for him to tell us which one you want. Federal, Liberty, Remington.
There he is. He says Federal.
Okay. So Michael Ryan.
Congratulations, brother Michael.
Yeah, congrats, man. It is Federal. All right. Let's set up the next one. Can we take them out? Let me ask my guy. Let me ask the master of the internets.
Michael Ryan, congratulations again, brother.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited
he's
for all the
saying
winners
he's
tonight.
saying we can't take them out, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and spin it again.
Right,
All right,
maybe
this is
twice.
for the next prize. So let's get this party started. See who wins. Mark Tucker. Oh, there you go. That's a new one.
Vander Cameron.
Congratulations, Vander.
Yeah, you still here?
Congratulations.
Federal's already taken. Let's see what he says.
We're all looking at the comments. Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm looking at the comments.
Come on. Say
on,
what you
Vander.
want.
Hurry up. Everybody wants another spin. Let's go.
He probably bounced. He's probably like, I got kicked. I don't see it.
If you don't choose in a few more seconds, we're gonna have to spin again.
Well, you just get what's left over. Spin again.
Yep.
That's it.
All right. I don't see anything. Go ahead and spin it.
Yep. Next.
Here we go.
Oh wait, Vander said Tula.
Okay. I got him down.
Underground.
All right. That's a new one. That's definitely a new one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. By the way, Vander, thank you. Congrats on your win. Hopefully you like it. All right, what do you want, Disc Golf? I see him commenting.
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, fat guy with a Glock. That's because you're a wacky wheel winner.
Right? I know.
Not a hashtag winner.
Not a
hashtag. Wacky wheel OG.
Remington. He wants Remington.
Remington.
Disc Golf. Okay, Remington. All right. You ready for the next one, people? Yay, nay? Or do I need to stop? Just call it a night? Maybe.
leave some goodies for the new year.
Yeah, I know. All right. We're going to go.
Let's spin it again. Let's see
Run
who
it
wins
again.
next.
Oh, man. This is exciting, right? This is a different way to do it.
Juice.
Nice.
556. Congratulations.
Juice. What do you want, Juice? And I'm not giving you juice. It's not happening. No apple juice today.
Do you think he might want 556?
All right. He said Winchester. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, brother Juicy.
All right. What do we got left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. So spin her up. Let's do it again. Michael Ryan said this is like old school Wacky Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember how many you were giving away?
Tomorrow, Sunday night, I'm giving away a custom MCK Sunday night.
Yeah, that's true.
We got to be in the forum and other stuff too. Matt.
Oh man, he just showed up today and he
comes
won.
back and here he is. It's a sign, Matt. We missed you, bro. We missed you.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Send me an update on that little Patriot too, brother.
All right, what do you want, buddy?
What do they have available now? Tula's out, Winchester's out,
So we have Federal, Tula, Remington, and Winchester. So all that's left is Spear and Liberty.
All right, so
Spear and Liberty. I seen him.
I'm looking for him.
Yeah, he's still here. They might be a minute behind.
It should be what, 8 seconds or something? Oh, he said Tula. Tula's taken, buddy. You got to choose Liberty or Spear.
Spear. You're welcome, Vander.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
supporting us.
Yes, sir.
All right, Matthew, you got to choose, buddy, so we can get you set. Spear or Liberty?
It's Gold Dot.
Yeah. That's what MDK's like.
MDK knows where it's at.
Yeah.
MDK knows.
I still got some in the safe.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used the Spear Gold Dots.
Matthew's like, oh my God. Come on, dude. Come on, man.
You only got
waiting.
2 options. Flip a coin.
People are waiting, bro.
Oh,
No
Matt, you're getting
Tula.
Spear. You're getting Spear.
Tula.
All right.
Who's
All
getting
right.
We're gonna spear him. I got it. All right, this is for the Liberty. Let's spin her again one more time. Oh, he chose Liberty. All right. I'm gonna give him that.
All right.
So this
All
is
right.
for the Spear, which might be the really good one.
Hope MDK
Who knows?
gets it just for his comment.
Yeah.
And you own the Gold Dot.
I'll send him one. Like I'll pluck one and stick it in there. All right, let's spin her again. All right, who's going to be our last winner on ours?
Again.
No, spin it again.
You can only win once.
Oh. I was rooting for you, Disc.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Is she
Angelica
here?
Norton.
Is she here? That's the real question. Did she stay? I know this person, so this will be interesting. Hashtag rigged. Yes, Croak. Hashtag rigged. Just like TLD stuff. All right, let's see if she's here. Angelica Norton, are you here? If you are,
she's here.
Yep.
All right, I got her. Winner, winner.
Angelica, you won Spear Gold Dot. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
I could just personally give that to her at this point. I don't have to ship that. What a win. All right. You ready for yours? You want to give away your goodness?
Yeah, we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
All right, this is the last one. Yours was a one, right? Yours was one of ours, Panda, right?
You're right.
Okay, yeah, got confused. No, thank you, Angelica. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming to support us.
And guys and gals, if you're liking the show, and if you haven't already, please hit that like button.
Yep. All right. Now we're going to give the man his dues. What you got there? What kind of fanciness you got there?
Now that's a knife.
Yeah, that's not a knife. All right, so we're going to give away this Gerber. Is it a bushcrafting set?
Gator Junior Machete.
Gator Junior Machete.
With a pocket knife.
Getting a pocket knife and a sheath. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, so
look at the dude.
He's funny, man.
I love that.
I hope he comes over to this community. It'll be hilarious. So, all right, so that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get something that cut stuff like butter. Okay, like butter. So don't go use it for anything nefarious. You can use it to cut your butter in the kitchen.
Instead of you'll shoot your eye out, you'll cut your throat.
Exactly right. All right. Let's get this thing up and spin it. Let's give it away.
Juice says it looks like an EDC knife.
I mean, man. You know what's funny? In Texas, you can carry that. You can carry a freaking samurai sword if you want. Yep. Just walking around with a daggone samurai sword. It's ridiculous.
Wait, Sarge, read the chat, private chat real quick. Caleb.
Oh. Hold on. What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's it. Yours was Liberty.
Mine was what?
Yours was Liberty.
What do you mean?
Yours was a Liberty choice.
Oh,
that was my fault. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. So everybody won something tonight.
So now the winner knows what he got.
Who won? Who won?
Matthew Kuchera.
Oh, Matthew Kuchera. Fantastic. All right, congratulations.
There you go. Matt. You got his information, or you're gonna need it again?
Matt just send it to me on the tribe, man. Yeah. You know, just go over to the tribe and I'll send it out to you, brother. Congratulations, man. Your first day back and he wins that.
I know. Sheesh, man. Like he just popped up. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be here. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And bam, he wins. Yeah. Has to be TSA approved. Yes.
Yeah.
Has to be. And then of course my buddy chimes in. You're fired, Sarge. Thanks, man. You can come on here and do this if you want. I'll have you on. It's Shogun. Hold on. He just said he will give another kid away. So we want? What do you think? We want to spin another one?
Of course you do.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's do it. Hey, I'll get you that. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate you, man. That's awesome of you.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you, Rod.
So let's spin her up. Don't leave, guys.
Yep. If you guys don't know about Rod, we had him as our special guest on which one was it? Number 2?
I think it was 2. I think he was
episode 2.
Yeah, he was
episode 2 or episode 3.
Yeah.
Go check him out. Great guy.
Thank you, Farmer James. Farmer James, if you're just tuning in, you should have been here a long time ago, bro.
We love Farmer James. How are you, friend?
He's a character.
To your name, buddy.
Haven't seen Farmer James in a while. Hope you're doing well, brother. He says happy birthday to you, Sarge.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to get a Aegis kit. So what are we getting with that, Rod? You want to tell them? Tell them what kind of kit they're going to get? I should have just had him on. Just link it up. Here you go. Let him speak. Let him speak what he's going to give away. Let's see what he says. You know, it takes a minute. You got to type out all the gloriousness of that product.
Yeah.
We're giving you the best gun cleaning solutions in the market.
You can never have too many gun cleaning tools.
I know.
Never.
I need to get you this stuff. I will tell you.
He just field cleaning kit.
Okay. So that's what we're spending for. You're going to get a field cleaning kit from Aegis Gun Care. We'll make sure you get in contact with them. We'll figure that out, or I'll get your information, get it over to him, and he can ship it to you.
Merry Christmas, fat guy with a Glock.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. It's awesome. So on that, let's spin this. There we go. It's going. Let's get this party started. See who the winner is.
Oh, Juice again.
No. Spin it again.
No.
Run it. No, Juice. You can't win twice. Go play the lottery. And then give us all the money.
Oh, I just saw 84 Sons of Liberty. What's up?
Yeah. Hey, Ironside Army. What a win.
Winner,
Congratulations, Iron Sight Army. You were
Let's
about
see
to
if
get
he's
a
here.
really nice clean.
You better
kit.
be here. Let's see you comment. Hey, he commented. All right. I'm telling you, I would have spun that thing really fast too. Oh, you ain't here? Gone. Thank you, Rod, so much for doing that, man. You're awesome.
Yeah.
I actually bought the kit that I'm giving away because I love and support him so much. Like, his products are awesome. I've been in the military a long time, retired, around gun cleaning stuff. You know that old CLP was just, it was disgusting, in my opinion. That stuff is terrible. There's much better stuff out there. So,
hey, Latin Reaper says he wants a recount.
Hey,
What did Quarantine Catholics say here? Angry Sarge, I'll give away a new signal stuff stick antenna for a UHF VHF 2 meter 70 centimeter. With
LMC,
this is like, all right.
LMC. Why don't we save that for another time? Let's do that in Discord. Give it away to our guys there. Or
Quarantine Catholic, we need you in the tribe.
Yes.
I'm asking you to please come in, because everybody who has no fucking idea of all the acronyms you just threw out, they need to start learning what it all means.
Yes.
Okay. Communication is so important. So please, man, come back and join us. Educate us in our community on your communicative ways.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Right back. All right.
He ditched us on his birthday. He was like, see ya.
He's like, got some cake to eat.
Yeah, right. I got it. All right. So I was looking over here. I just wanted to, I'm not able to bring up comments, right? Just you.
Right. I believe so.
So Latin Reaper had said recount. Latin Reaper actually won one of our Gator Juniors on our giveaway. I think it was 2 weeks ago he won. But again, Sunday night we're giving away a whole bunch of stuff. So sign up in the forum. Go to the forum and sign up. Put your name on the list.
I had Will contact me from Shogun Customs. He said, I gotta do it, but he wants to give out 50% off some custom stipple work to your firearms. So if you want your stuff done, I know he's getting ready to be back on the books and taking work. So if you want some custom work done, here's your chance to win it.
Wait a second. Are you going to do another hashtag for that?
No, I could do something else if you want.
Are you going to do a hashtag though? Spin?
Oh yeah. We'll do a separate hashtag.
Well, here's what I want to know. How many people in here would love to learn the art of stippling? And if you would love to learn the art of stippling, I want to know if you would love to be mentored on that by a pro. Please comment. I want to hear it. Hashtag, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to see how many. So we got, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how many people would actually want to know.
Farmer James, hashtag stipple mentor. Yes, please, from MDK.
Okay. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Shogun says, yes, I do.
Right. I mean, really, how awesome would it be to learn that skill, to perfect it? I mean, if you ever look at his work, it is phenomenal, right? It is a craft. It is craftsmanship. Obviously, there are huge benefits to having stippling done on your firearms, but just the craftsmanship to be able to do it is amazing. So, I'm just interested in who would like to really learn that skill. It looks like everybody.
Yeah. It seems like there's quite a few. Seems like there's quite a few. So I got a little nasty text message from one of my buddies who likes to jack with me. So he's a custom barrel maker.
Jack with your buddies?
Yes.
What are you doing, Army?
Hey.
Whoa.
Hold on.
You can't say something like that and just move on to another.
Hold on.
So this is an army buddy that you jacked.
No. He likes to mess with me if I need to put it in more severe, because I didn't bring the crayons to calm you down.
Around like what are you talking about?
First he's jacking with you, now he's messing with you. What's going on?
Hold on. I'm confused. Panda, your show is taking a completely different turn here.
Civilian jarhead.
Is he gender fluid?
Oh, you guys kill me. Come on.
Yeah, come on, it's your birthday. We gotta mess with you.
I know. But yeah, he was messing with me about something. So what do we want to do? Do you think we should do a hashtag Shogun for this custom work?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. All right. So hashtag Shogun if you want some custom work. MDK, man, you got me. Got me on here looking. Hey.
There you go. He's laughing at you.
I know he is. He's like, do you not know who I am? I'm this. I'm like, that's not the same name you used to use.
Was there more to the story? Or is that where we just end?
No, that's just where he was.
So there was no happy ending to the story, is what you're trying to tell
There was no happy ending. Like after you go, this ain't Korea.
I know. I still saw Ron Wayne.
I know. I see that.
How's it going, Ron Wayne? But no,
Erica, my family. It's Shogun, not shotgun. So take out the
Shogun. SOGUN.
That may have been autocorrect, maybe.
Yeah, I just don't want her not to be in it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to type the right hashtag for her to be entered. So SHOGUN. Carbon, if you can get her squared away, that would be fantastic. Mark Tucker, hashtag Korea. Yes. Hashtag Korea.
The dude said show buns. That's a Navy show.
There you go. She got it right.
All right. So we're going to give you guys like 2 more minutes because this one's a big one. I want to make sure you guys are able to get in on this because Shogun does some really good custom work and you definitely don't want to miss it. So 50% off is what you're going to get. You'll get a 50% coupon. And if I was you, I would get the Shogun package. It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you've seen his work, you definitely want. Jacob says what happens on deployment stays on deployment.
Yeah, he knows. He's Army. He knows.
I don't want to know.
That's why you didn't join.
I didn't. There you go.
He didn't want to know what deployment was like. It's fun. It's fun. I'll tell you that.
Sure.
Probably some of the best times I ever had in my career were downrange.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't be mad at that. Don't be mad at that.
I don't know what you Army boys deploy, but
don't now.
What's that?
Anyway,
Panda,
I can tell you, Marsoc ain't no better. Just saying.
Easy.
Just saying.
Gonna have Battle of the Branches here right now.
No, I'm saying I know because I've lived with those guys for some time.
Yeah,
y'all are really funny.
Did they try to bully you because you were in the Army?
Of course, they always do.
What?
Yeah, they always do.
When have I ever said anything about you being in ARMY?
You ain't ready for Marines yet. I'm surprised you didn't say that.
Oh, you said it, not me.
Nah,
I haven't heard that one.
See, we get along, but you know how it is. We'll mess with each other because we're like brothers.
Yeah, I mean, we love you. We just don't understand why you didn't want to join the best. But whatever. Second place gets a good call.
Or
everybody has to win a trophy nowadays anyway, right? So hey, whatever.
Oh my God. All right. Now MGB goes silent. Okay, let's do this.
The show went from talking trash to Panda to roasting Sarge.
Yes, it did. This is the roast.
Yeah.
This is the roast. Forget everything else. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
All
talking
right.
about the
Good, right?
roast. Talking about the roast. I want to let you guys know that after we're done here, make sure to go check out P80 Ralph.
Yeah, if they're not done, hopefully they're not done.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully you still catch him after this, but just wait till the show ends and let's see who the winner is.
Only 28 of you. Only 28 of you want to get a custom firearm.
Hey, can I sign up for this one?
You guys are insane. All right, let's see who wins this one.
Is it stuck?
Oh,
Oh,
Decon.
Decon too.
Decon.
Brother Jeff. Fantastic.
Congratulations on that.
Great winner. And let me tell you right now, Shogun, this dude's got some sick fucking pieces, man. So what a guy. What a guy. Awesome. Fantastic member.
Well, on that, I'm going to say thank you guys for coming here. I'm glad we had some awesome prizes, man. We had some unexpected things. And Quarantine Catholic, I'll talk to her offline. It'd be really cool to kind of get it in your community as far as those antennas for the giveaway, because you do have that, and she could bring that knowledge over there. So that's a good intro into Prepare Your Tribe.
I think we should bring her into the big thing next year.
Yeah? Oh,
she'd be great for that.
I think she would too, because she's starting to teach and she likes it.
My Catholic girl, give me a call.
Yes.
We'll talk about Catholicism and a couple other things.
You're definitely going to want to hear about this Quarantine Catholic.
Well, she's actually not going to call me. She's going to be.
Yeah. Thanks, Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You are officially in your 40s. See, you were just 40 before, but now you're in your 40s.
Now I made it past the threshold. I was in the doorway. Now I stepped in.
Right.
No, thank you for being here, man. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you all for showing up and showing some love and asking some questions and just participating. I mean, we love you guys, and we hope to see everybody back next in 2 more weeks. We do our show every other week, so see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, and I'll see you all Sunday night.
Yeah.
Oh yes, don't forget to come join MGB Sunday night.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
This is our last show till the New Year, so thank you guys.
Happy New Year too, then. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everybody stays safe over the holidays. Be responsible. You know, make sure if you're driving on the holiday, keep your eyes on a swivel. Make sure there's not any drunk drivers around you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it safe. You know, if you've had a little bit too much, call an Uber or a Lyft.
All right. Well, have a good one. We'll see you on the next one next month.
Take care, everybody. Thanks again.